Don't make me. So right now, we're gonna go over different luring mechanics. And what I wanna discuss here is how the mechanics of luring change based off the position that the dog is in, right? So we wanna remember, and we're just talking about sit down and stand right here, kind of our stationary obedience positions. So sit, we can do that from a stand, right? So a dog's standing on all fours, that's what stand is. Sit, pretty standard. I like to lure kind of up and in for that. If the dog is laying down, we can also do a sit. And again, I do that one kind of up and in. That one will look the same. I do want a dog, the reason I go up and in when they're downwards, see if she'll do it here. Yes. I want that sit to be close to me. If you do up and over, we'll do the lure from the down. If I go like this, they scoot back. Again, it's just a preference thing, but I almost want a dog to plant with their front feet and then tuck their legs in. And that's just how I like to do it. It's more of a competitive form of the sit from the down, okay? Either will work, but that one is preferred for me. So for the sit, from the stand, I like to go up and in. From the down, I like to go up and in. So that covers the sit there, and I'll give examples of both of those. The down, we can do a down from a sit starting position. And when you do that, you can either drop straight down with the food. Let's go crazy. Yes. So you can do straight down, treat to nose like a magnet, straight to the floor. Yes. And see how she did that beautifully?
Yeah.
Some dogs require that you make an L. So it'd be like, if here's the dog, we go straight down to the floor, but it's not enough. They're kind of stuck there, or they're kind of just pecking at it, almost like a chicken. Now, if I draw it out, it'll extend their legs. Okay. So from the sit position starting point for the down, we never push in.
Okay.
From the stand position, we do want to push in. I call this going bowling, and it creates what's called a fold back down. So you'll actually see the dog's chest hit first, then their butt will drop. If they'll do it in one fell swoop, I like to mark when their butt drops. Some dogs, you do have to shape it. It's like as soon as they put their head down, you could yes there, few repetitions there, they put their chest down, yes, few repetitions there, and then finally they drop their butt, right? See how? Maybe treat to nose, kind of like a 45-degree angle. Yes, and she did butt first there. She's also super, super, super exhausted. Drop a little further. We'll take it for now. She's not giving the best effort because she's been training for like 45 minutes and is really tired. But just try to do a little recap here. So down from a stand, kind of like a 45-degree angle inwards. We want the chest to drop first, then the butt to drop, right? You can do it where it's like you drop their head first and then push in as well. It just really, to me, it just depends on how the dog is luring, how their body mechanics work. But definitely a down and in motion. One is just more 45-degree, one's more like hooking a J, right? I will sometimes refer to that one as going bowling. And then again, from the sit starting position, it's either straight down or down and forward like an L. The stand we can do from a sit position starting out or a down position starting out, right? And we want to be able to rotate through all of these. And again, the eventual reason I like to do this is one, it's super cool looking and super smooth to be able to do that. But it really, really helps get to that point where you're at variable reinforcement and eventually differential reinforcement. It's very easy to string these together. Sit, down, stand, yes, food. Down, sit, stand, yes, food. And any variation is very cool, right, to be able to do that. So it's a good way to get to that variable reinforcement point and start fading off that contingency of food. The stand, if we start the stand from a sit, I think our demo might just be cooked. You want to try one more? Sienna, come. We'll give you a shot. So the stand here, again, I want to do my lure. Treat to nose and in. Yes, we want to see her pop her butt up like that. So one more time. Yes. There was a good pop there.
Yeah.
Nice pop in her buttock. With this one, it's not really required that you touch their nose first. I find some dogs that works better, some dogs not. You can even kind of do a little spatial pressure thing with this. And like I was showing you earlier, some dogs, they do this actually more smoothly and less dramatically if you do it with your foot. So, say, hands got please, head please. So she may not do this one as well, but if you just touch with your foot, yes. You see the button pop up really quickly? Yes, right, but you want to be good with your marker. Some dogs do that better than others, and that's more of a spatial pressure. You're just kind of getting underneath them real quick, and they'll pop up easily like that. From the down. So if a dog is in the down, the stand here is pretty much straightforward. Yes. And you can have some degree upwards with this, like a, no more than a 45. You go straight forward. Yes. But I want them to stop at a certain point. I don't want that momentum to carry on and then keep going. When I would choose to add the words is when I can see that the dog can actually do it with the lure. Okay, so if we can see that, we can add the word first. Right? So I know that she can do this variation of down. Down, treat to nose, straight to the floor. Yes. Right? We've seen her do the stand here. Stand, treat to nose, yes. And that becomes predictive, right?
Okay.
So the word predicts the physical motion. What eventually happens is you want to start abbreviating your lures as the dog starts understanding this, right? So we're kind of using that, adding the word. Once they start conditioning the word, we can then start fading away from our lure. And you can even start doing some of these with a hand signal. Right? So if I went like this, sit. Yes, there's like a hand signal for sit. Down. Let's see if she'll. Yes. Very emphatic. I like it. Yes. Right. So once they start to get that word condition a little bit, you can go to the hand signal. For some dogs, if they're like super wild and the lure is very stimulating, I will spend more time teaching them hand targeting, right? And I'll initially start with the lure just to get that muscle memory down for them a little bit, but I'll quickly go to a hand signal, and I'll just fade off that step a little bit sooner. So hope that helps. Go ahead and pause there.